never switch, not a day in my life. You know he my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up, man.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Ready. 53, check 53. You. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alpha.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Check. 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
61, matchbox lights. Hey!
Back the pass. 57 Mike.
They'll try the left side. Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 17-yard line. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and count.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's get it. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check 53 is Mike. Watch the call.
Hey, Charlie.
53 is Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 53 is Mike.
Defense. Defense.
Here's Morgan on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Got it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Eason. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Now Morgan from the gun, he'll throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hey, let go. No.
To throw is Morgan from the gun on third down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Hill on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing there.
To throw again. Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go. 60 out now. Look at me. Zipper.
On first down, it's Evans. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, foxtrot.
Looking to throw. Eason looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. Evans. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Yep. Let's go right here. Bravo. Mike 51. You want this.
Back to throw. Eason. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant. Hey,
General West. Yes, yes. Hey, exit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, orbit.
hey, they're scared.
Get it.
Morgan now, operating from the gun. Complete to Newsom.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now.
To throw on 3rd down, Morgan. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
line. 15 line. Hey, Alpha.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Fire.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Morgan to throw on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, check. 2.
Here's Morgan on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Looking to throw. Morgan. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. You ain't going nowhere. So Mike's number 1. Mike's number 1. Who that? Who that?
Hey, Wahoo.
Now watch one. Watch one. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Smooth.
Mike's number 1. Mike's number 1. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, what?
Hard.
Oh, here we go.
Get it.
2nd and 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
60 Pittsburgh.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Go. Go. Go.
On first down, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Go.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Big grip.
On first and 10, Eason. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a first and 10.
Mike 51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on second and 10. Eason looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Watch one. Stay with your man.
Back to throw. Morgan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Watch the
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Come on, set. 50, plants.
Let's go one more.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
53, I'm coming.
Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he'll wind up. Losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship.
Protein spill. 5.
Now Morgan from the gun, he'll throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. So we got
orbit.
Under 10. 10.
To throw is Morgan. To throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason will find Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. In your face.
Throwing again. Eason. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on first down. Eason. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
15, Ronnie. 15,
They'll try the left side. Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Morgan now. Throwing on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Morgan off the play fake. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They give to Johnson going right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Morgan. Looking to throw on second down. He'll get this one to Galladay. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Swift, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Morgan. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Watch one. Better quick. You better quick. Let me look. Squeeze. Check.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Pick me up. Hey, stand up. You're out. Ready.
Now Morgan throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Second down pass. Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Rip left, rip left. Show it up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.